Joining me now from Washington, D.C., One America News reporter, Neil W. McCabe. Neil, how many times must the Border Patrol, immigration officials, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary come before Congress and say to them, hey, we have a crisis at the border. There is a problem down there. Here are the numbers. So here we have another committee. They're talking about, quote, human trafficking. I call it the illegal alien invasion. I'm not going to sanitize it. It's not human trafficking. They're attacking our sovereignty. So what's the point of these hearings? Honestly, what is the point of these hearings? Is anybody going to tell us what the point of the hearings is if they do nothing after them?
Gives me something to do, Graham. Keeps me off the streets. But, you know, you're right. I mean, John Cornyn, you played a clip of John Cornyn earlier. He had a pretty good hearing, in my view. One of the things he said is, you know, there's this pipeline of Central Americans coming into my state. How many people from other states would have a different perspective on things if that pipeline was going into their state? And as he was saying that, of course, Tom Tillis from North Carolina was staring right at him, Graham.
Well, I want to talk about Tillis because I believe, you correct me if I'm wrong, but he's one of the senators who's saying he's going to vote against the president, against the declaration of emergency. I believe the chairman, Lindsey Graham, is supporting the president. You know, this is basic fundamentals. To me, this is about Congress saying to the president, hey, we're slapping you down. I don't know that these people are looking at the big picture here. We're talking about a sovereign nation being invaded by thousands, tens of thousands, and potentially hundreds of thousands of people who are not U.S. citizens. Is there any sign that Tillis and company and Rand Paul, that they might change their vote?
Well, I think it's interesting, you know, two different sort of characters here. You have Rand Paul. We kind of expect Rand Paul to be, you know, 1 versus 99, and it's sort of expected that he's going to be sort of that outlier who's you know, standing on, you know, whatever principle he's standing on that day. Tom Tillis is one of the deputy whips. He's actually a member of the Senate Republican leadership, and his specific job in leadership is to drum up support for the president. Right. And he and a number of the other deputy whips, and even John Thune, the GOP whip, I would expect Thune to also vote against the president. He hasn't announced yet. Right now, we have 4 senators announcing: Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Tom Tillis, and, of course, Rand Paul. Those are 4 Republicans. And if just those 4 vote with the Democrats, the Senate will reverse this national emergency.
Yeah, that's enough. It's unfortunate. And I'll boil it down simply for these people, if they happen to be watching, or if maybe you'd like to pass the message along. A vote against the declaration of an emergency at the border is a vote for open borders. It is that simple, in my opinion. Neil, thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.